Have you ever wondered if one of the most important discoveries in modern medicine has been quietly living inside your body this entire time? Not inside your heart, not inside your brain, but inside your gut. Because what I'm about to share today may completely change the way you think about aging, immunity, and the incredible intelligence of the human body. For decades, scientists believed our intestines were simply responsible for digestion. Eat food, break it down, absorb nutrients, move on. But today, researchers are uncovering something extraordinary. Trillions of tiny organisms living inside your body are communicating with your immune system every single second of every single day. And some scientists are even studying whether certain beneficial gut bacteria may help create an environment that supports healthier immune responses and improves the body's ability to recognize abnormal cells. Now please hear me very carefully. There is no gut bacteria that cures cancer. There is no miracle food that can replace medical treatment. There is no secret cure hidden inside your refrigerator. But the emerging science behind the gut microbiome is so fascinating that researchers around the world are calling it one of the most exciting frontiers in medicine. And if you're over 60 years old, this information could become one of the most important things you learn this year. Because after 60, many people begin losing something they don't even realize they're losing. Resilience, the body's ability to recover, the body's ability to adapt, the body's ability to defend itself. And much of that may be connected to the tiny organisms inside your gut. Stay with me until the end, because the number one hidden secret we will discuss today is something most doctors never talked about 20 years ago. And it may transform the way you approach aging forever. Before we begin, I want you to comment below and tell me your age and your biggest health struggle. Are you 65 and struggling with inflammation? Are you 73 and battling fatigue? Are you 81 and trying to regain your confidence? Tell me in the comments, because your story may inspire someone who feels completely alone. Now let's begin with an incredible fact. Inside your digestive system live trillions of microorganisms. Collectively, scientists call this community the gut microbiome. Think of it as an entire ecosystem. Some bacteria are beneficial, some can become problematic when they grow out of balance. The goal is harmony, because balance influences everything: your digestion, your energy, your mood, your immune system, even your sleep. In fact, researchers estimate that nearly 70% of your immune cells are associated with your digestive tract. Imagine that, 70%. That means your gut isn't simply a digestive organ, it's one of the command centers of your body's defense system. Now here's where things become fascinating. Scientists are studying a beneficial bacterium called Akkermansia muciniphila. That's a complicated name, but its job is surprisingly simple. It helps maintain the protective mucus lining of your intestines. Think of your gut lining as a security wall. When this wall is healthy, communication between your immune system and digestive system functions more efficiently. When this wall becomes damaged, inflammatory compounds may enter the bloodstream more easily. Researchers are investigating whether healthier populations of certain gut bacteria may support better immune responses and even influence how some cancer treatments work. Again, this is not a cure. But it is exciting science, and perhaps most importantly, it gives us hope. Because hope backed by science is powerful. Now let's talk about inflammation. Many people over 60 live with an invisible fire inside their bodies. You cannot always see it, you cannot always feel it. But over time, low-grade inflammation may influence your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your energy. Researchers have even given it a name: Inflammaging. Inflammation plus aging. This invisible process may accelerate the feeling of getting old. Joint stiffness, brain fog, exhaustion, loss of strength. But here's the good news. Your daily choices can influence this process. One of the most important things you can feed your beneficial gut bacteria is fiber. Fiber is not glamorous. It isn't exciting. But it may be one of the greatest longevity tools ever discovered. Fiber feeds beneficial bacteria, and in return, those bacteria create compounds called short-chain fatty acids. One of the most important is butyrate. Butyrate helps nourish the cells lining your colon and may help support healthy inflammatory responses. Imagine that. The food you eat today may influence how your body functions tomorrow. This is why the foods we're about to discuss are so important. Beans, lentils, oats, apples, berries, garlic, onions, leafy greens, asparagus. These foods act like fuel for beneficial microbes. Now here's something even more exciting. These habits work together. Scientists call this synergy. No single food is magic, but multiple healthy habits working together can create extraordinary effects. Fiber plus movement, movement plus sleep, sleep plus stress management plus social connection. Together, they create resilience. Your body loves teamwork. Now, I want to tell you about Margaret. Margaret was 72 years old. She woke up tired every morning. She felt mentally foggy. Her joints hurt. She stopped going to family gatherings because she simply didn't have the energy anymore. After speaking with her doctor and receiving appropriate medical care, she decided to focus on supporting her gut health. Nothing extreme, nothing expensive. She added vegetables to every meal. She started eating beans twice a week. She walked 20 minutes every day. She improved her sleep routine. 3 months later, she said something beautiful. "I don't feel younger. I feel like myself again." That sentence nearly made me emotional, because that's the goal, not becoming 25, reclaiming yourself. Now let's discuss another surprising connection. Your gut talks to your brain. Scientists call this the gut-brain axis. Beneficial bacteria help create chemical messengers that influence mood and communication pathways throughout the body. This may explain why stress and loneliness often make physical symptoms worse. Humans were never designed to age in isolation. Connection matters. Your body responds to community. Call a friend, visit your children, join a walking group, attend your local community centre. Never underestimate the biological power of connection. Now let's talk about Samuel. Samuel was 78 years old. After losing his wife, he slowly withdrew from life. He ate processed foods, he stopped exercising, he stayed indoors. He rarely spoke to anyone. Within a year, he felt 20 years older. His doctor suggested something simple. Go outside every morning, just 10 minutes. Then Samuel added healthier meals, then walking, then social activities. 6 months later, his daughter said something extraordinary. My father laughs again. Do you realize how important that is? Laughter changes hormones. Connection reduces stress. Stress influences inflammation. Inflammation affects the body. Everything is connected. Now we're approaching the number one secret I promised earlier. But before we reveal it, if you're learning something valuable today, please take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay until the end, because the number one hidden secret may completely change the way you think about aging forever. Now here it is. The number one secret is this: stop fighting your body. Start partnering with it. For decades, people have been taught to think of aging as a battle. Fight aging, fight your body, fight decline. But modern science is teaching us something different. Your body is not your enemy. Your body is your lifelong partner. Every meal is a message. Every walk is a message. Every night of quality sleep is a message. Every act of self-care is a message. You are constantly communicating with your biology. The question is simple. What message are you sending? Are you sending nourishment or neglect? Are you sending movement or immobility? Are you sending hope or surrender? Because aging is not simply the passage of time. It is the accumulation of thousands of tiny decisions. And here's the most beautiful truth of all. You still have time. Even if you're 63, even if you're 76, even if you're 87, you still have time. Now I want to tell you about Eleanor. Eleanor was 83 years old. She believed her best years were over. She accepted fatigue as normal. She accepted weakness as inevitable. Then she made one decision. She stopped surrendering. She didn't become an athlete. She didn't become perfect. She simply became consistent. She ate more fiber-rich foods. She walked every day. She slept earlier. She called her grandchildren more often. 4 months later, her granddaughter said something I'll never forget. Grandma smiles every day now. A smile is biology. A smile is hope returning. A smile is life expanding. Never underestimate that. And before we finish today, I need you to hear these words. If you are currently undergoing cancer treatment, never replace medical care with internet advice, foods, supplements, or wellness trends. Always work closely with your healthcare team. Science is exciting, but evidence-based medicine saves lives. Your doctors are your partners. Your healthy habits are your support system. Together, they create your strongest foundation. And tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to make one promise. Not 10 promises. One promise. Tomorrow you will do one thing that supports your body. One healthy meal, one walk, one phone call, one earlier bedtime, one act of kindness toward yourself. Because one action becomes one day becomes 1 week, 1 week becomes 1 month becomes 1 year, and 1 year can completely transform your future. Your age is not your expiration date. Your grey hair is not weakness. Your wrinkles are not defeat. They are proof. Proof that you are still here, still learning, still growing, still capable of extraordinary change. There are still sunsets waiting for you. There are still memories waiting for you. There are still conversations waiting for you. There are still reasons to smile. And perhaps, most importantly, there is still hope waiting for you. Remember this, you are not too old, you are not too late, and your body is not your enemy. Treat it like a lifelong friend. Support it, protect it, and give it every opportunity to thrive. Because the greatest secret of healthy aging is not discovering a miracle cure. It is rediscovering the extraordinary power that has been inside you all along.